The man used a pole vaulting move to clear a canyon tens of thousands of feet wide. But before he could steady himself, a chill suddenly ran down his back. The fruit that had been skewered onto the bamboo pole began sliding downward one by one. As the weight shifted, he gradually lost his balance, and in the end, his center of gravity gave out, and he plunged straight into the abyss below. Luckily, the 10-meter-long bamboo pole got wedged between the cliff walls. After spinning who knows how many times, the man ended up hanging upside down in midair. But before he could even catch his breath, both ends of the bamboo pole began to give way under his weight. In the next second, he went into free fall once again. Unexpectedly, after crashing through several layers of obstacles, his falling speed was significantly reduced. In the end, he landed safely on the ground by sheer luck. But just as he escaped death, he saw the bamboo pole from above plunge straight down toward him. By pure chance, the pole stabbed into the ground just inches from Jack's head. Only then did he narrowly escape with his life. But how did he end up in such a dangerous situation in the first place? It turns out Jack is a fearless pirate captain, but he has been cursed by a demon and is being hunted by a terrifying sea monster. According to legend, as long as he can find an ancient and mysterious chest, he can break free from the monster's pursuit. However, finding that chest requires surviving countless deadly trials. Fortunately, Jack possesses a magical compass that can guide him to whatever he seeks. During their voyage, they discovered an uninhabited island. Driven by curiosity, the crew decided to go ashore and explore. What they didn't realize was that although the island looked peaceful, it was actually filled with hidden dangers. Before long, they were captured by the island's native inhabitants and tied up tightly. Strangely enough, Jack alone was left unharmed. It turned out the natives saw the markings on Jack's face and mistook him for their chieftain. They locked the rest of the crew in cages, hoisted them into the air, and planned to roast them like rotisserie chickens. Jack, meanwhile, took off running, trying to get out of the natives' line of sight first and then figure out a way to rescue his crew. But he hadn't gone far before he was discovered. The natives quickly tied him up as well, preparing to roast him too, even skewering all kinds of fruit onto the bamboo pole to add flavor. At the same time, the crew members trapped in the cages began trying to save themselves. Working together, they rocked the cages back and forth with all their strength, aiming for the vines growing along the cliff walls, because grabbing those vines was their only chance to escape. After relentless effort, they finally used the momentum of the swinging cages to catch hold of the vines. However, at that moment, a small guard was patrolling on a nearby rope bridge. Noticing something was off, one of the crew quickly signaled everyone to stay quiet. Unfortunately, a snake suddenly slithered onto the cage. Panicking in terror, the crew lost control and fell straight into the bottomless chasm. Their screams immediately alerted the guard. The small figure rushed back to the village and gathered everyone, preparing to launch a full-scale hunt.